I was literally falling asleep as we're on approach.
This could be your pilot.
And the guy I was flying with, he's like, dude, are you okay?
Flying your plane.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you gotta take it.
He won't show his face for fear he'll be fired, but he says sometimes he's so sleepy, he nods off mid-flight.
Anytime a pilot's tired, a passenger safety could be jeopardized.
And he's not the only one.
You know, it's a horrible feeling because I am in a position of safety.
These pilots claim to speak for their colleagues nationwide who say their schedules are exhausting. One day they can fly overnights, a few hours later, a day shift. You see, the FAA allows a pilot to work up to 16 hours a day, regardless of when the shift starts, as long as he or she gets 8 hours of rest before flying again.
There's a difference between being off the airplane and getting rest.
What he means is that 8 hours of rest includes getting off the plane, getting a bus to your hotel, sleeping,
attention arriving passengers,
getting a bus back to the airport, going through security, grabbing something to eat, and reboarding the plane.
You may only be getting, if you're lucky, 6 hours of actual sleep.
And for that reason, some pilots decide not to leave the plane at all, literally camping on board.
And you just sleep right there across a row of seats.
And all of this, by the FAA rules, is completely legal. But is it safe? The ABC 15 investigators found these NTSB studies that say otherwise. February 18th, 2007, a Delta Connector flight skids off a snowy runway in Cleveland. October 19th, 2004, an American Airlines Connector flight crashes near Kirksville, Missouri, killing 13 people on board. In both cases, pilot fatigue is to blame.
We are human beings. Pilots are not machines like the airplane.
Right now, the pilots' union and some airlines are in the middle of contract negotiations, and local airlines tell us pilot fatigue is one of the issues being raised. The union claims passengers have no idea this could be a problem.
It would probably be better if they had more rest.
No, if you think of doctors as well who work, 24-hour shifts straight and operate on yourself as well.
Well, unfortunately, that's the society we live in. It's going to take a tragedy to make change.
According to the airline industry, there is no scientific evidence that pilot fatigue is a widespread issue. And the FAA tells the investigators they are unaware of any case where an airline faced enforcement action for not abiding by rest rules. The rules on pilot flight time and rest have evolved along with advances in commercial air travel. The FAA stands by its rules, saying it's not seeing any trends or hearing safety concerns from the airline industry about flight and rest. They do say concerns will be addressed on a case-by-case basis. That bothers this pilot.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to take loss of life before the FAA steps in and does something.
The pilots' union isn't going to wait for that to happen. They're heading to Washington to address safety concerns. In the meantime, some regional airlines question the timing of our story that it's going on during union negotiations. For their statement, you can go to our website at abc15.com. The pilots we spoke to say it wasn't their motivation in coming forward, it was all about safety. I'm investigator Yeager, ABC 15 News, your Valley News leader.